Gotta clear that throat. I see some tensions are running high in the chat. Got some very impatient people. That said, we love the group of you. How's it going? It is Sunday, February the 28th, the last day in this, what most of us refer to as the shortest month of the year. This is Fandom Empire Live. I'm one of your hosts, Sean. Thank you for joining us this evening. We're going to talk a whole lot about Halloween kills and Halloween ends, and per usual, as Solid Saturn, our boy Solid, doing us a solid in the chat, was saying, we're going to lay breadcrumbs and talk about some things, but we're sure as hell not going to go out of our way to spoil it for everybody. That is not what we do here at this channel. There's been a lot of rumblings over the last 48 hours, not just about Halloween kills, but about Halloween ends as well. So we're going to talk about that. Sunday night, 7:40 here on the East Coast anyway, just outside Toronto, Ontario, Canada. We're going to get to Halloween kills. We're going to get to Halloween ends. It's coming. We'll go till about 8:45 Eastern, 8:50 at most. So 70-minute show. But for the first 10, 12 minutes or so, we're going to invite Tommy B in here. And we are going to talk about some hate mail. That's right, some fucking hate mail. Because people have nothing better to do, apparently. So we're going to address a little bit of hate mail. Some people say, don't give the haters attention. But you know what? I think some things deserve to be addressed. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. The way this works is quite simple. We will do our best to get to as many of the questions in the chat as we can. If you want to be guaranteed to have your question read on air and or comment, send in a super chat. It supports the channel. If you support us on that level, fantastic. If you can't, we understand there's a fucking pandemic going on and not everybody can give a YouTube channel money every single time they go on air. So we get it. We understand. But these are how these things work, and the more money that the channel brings in, the more we can expand and do different shows. Shows like Kieran's The Rick and Morty Fan Show, live again this Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And shows like Fandom News Now, live Thursday night. Zach Arnold hosting from IPC, and that goes live at about 9:30 Eastern. Without further ado, man, myth, legend, Tommy B, what's happening, dude?
You almost called me right in the middle of a big yawn.
we go to you and you're just yawning. You're like, yeah, I'm done with this shit, man. I'm done. Fuck you. Fuck your stream. I'm out of here.
Hey, buddy. It's weekend's over. Getting ready to go in tomorrow. Do it all over again, but I'm hanging in there. Wife tried something new for dinner this evening. Made some pan-fried chicken parm, and it was delicious.
Delicious?
I'm sorry, still a little hyped about that, I'll admit. But, yeah, my weekend's going. How about you?
It's going, dude. Friday night, Jade and I spent the better part of the night till like 2 o'clock in the morning. No, it's not that kind of show, so don't go there. We ripped apart our living room to bring in a new couch into the house. So that was a lot of fun. And then today I came down to the studio, and what you can't see is over here, there's a huge mess. But it's off camera, so I can clean that up in a bit. But I wanted the studio to be more friendly for having people come in and do their thing in studio. As you know, Kieran and Johnny come in here. There's a couple other buddies of mine that I'd like to bring in here and do some stuff on air with. And in order to do that, we really needed to reconfigure the studio. What you see behind me is not permanent. So yeah, that's kind of what our weekend's been. Had a really good family day yesterday, and just spent some time just sort of breathing. Spooky guy's talking about my OnlyFans again, which is not good. That's just for OnlyFans, man. We don't talk about that on YouTube. Excuse me. Sorry, Gatorade's not hitting the right spot. Let's talk about some fan mail, okay? So, there's a super chat in here from our buddy Matt Whitfield. Mr. Whitfield in the house. Just giving us some love, telling everybody to hit that like button. $15 super chat. Again, if you want to support the channel and guarantee your comment and or question be read on air, that is what to do. You can super chat with comments for I think as little as $2, or you can go ham like Intel and Mr. Mitchell do every once in a while, and a bunch of other people, Matt Whitfield, Frank Riker, you name it. I'm not sure how we are on chat mods tonight, so it could get a little crazy in here. I know that Kieran's got to leave at 8. Jade's with family right now. You're going to leave at 8, so could get a little wild in here, man. But let's get to this. Yes, we're going to get to Halloween kills. There's stuff to talk to and talk about when it comes to Halloween kills. Primarily, there were some pictures that came out, and we're going to talk about if they're real or not, and if the strategy for kills has changed at all. And I've been asked 10,000 times, when's the marketing going to happen for kills? And then we're going to talk a little bit we're going to have some educated speculation when it comes to Halloween ends. Everybody knows we did that massive Halloween end stream the other night. I think we had like 179 people in here at one point. Generated over $300 in super chats. It was, and most importantly though, had such a healthy chat going on between obviously new members who are new to the channel and just say, oh, Halloween kills, whatever. Let's click on this and see this fat Canadian, yap his gums about shit that he may or may not know. But we all know we've been building a little community here for a while now, and basically acts as a part-time job and a little organization that we've started and continue to do. However, when you do this sort of thing, you have to have some level of thick skin, because you get jackasses in the comment section. And I am one of those guys that does read the comments. We don't reply all the time, but we reply as much as we can. Because look, whether you support us on a financial level or you're just spreading word of mouth, we value what you have to say. So let's just get to this right off the top. There's a few comments I want to address. But before I do, Tommy B, hate mail's natural, right? You do this sort of thing, and you got to expect some people are just going to hate on you, no matter what you do or what you say.
I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. We don't get any hate mail. Everyone loves us.
Oh, yeah, right.
As fucking if. I mean, sometimes you see things I don't see. Sometimes I see things that you don't see. Folks, we tend to cover different platforms. Sean covers some of the social media. I get other stuff. Sometimes if someone messages like, I don't know, the Facebook, ask a question for Sean. If it's something I can answer, typically I'll just answer it. If it's something I need him, I'll try to get a hold of him for. But and then there are other platforms that I just don't touch the message button on. So, but it doesn't matter what you use. There's always someone who, whether they're having a bad day or literally they thrive on, I'll say, attempting to make people feel just shitty. It doesn't work. So they just go ahead and type, "You stupid fuckers know nothing Halloweeny." Nothing. Enter.
Our boy DMT in the chat says, probably that jackass, no-life loser who now trolls my YouTube channel, Devontae, or whatever the fucking fake name he's using this time. Yeah, Devontae's a real, Devontae and what Kaleem Jurrigan and Val Venus, or whatever the hell his name is. There's some real fine individuals out there. Some of them obviously have severe mental health issues, and I hope that they get the help they clearly need. And then some people just want to rain on your parade no matter what they do. I've gotten to a point where we really don't need to explain. I feel bad for someone who's new. We just had someone, I want to give him a shout out. Mike Warner says, just found your channel last stream, watched it, and immediately subbed. Thanks, Mike. That's appreciated. Some people back us financially. Some people can't afford to, and they just back us by word of mouth and enjoy what we do and participate in the comment section. And that's cool too. So we do value people who take the time to watch our material and follow us. And, sometimes our material's great, and sometimes, we have off days like every other fucking human being alive. Nobody's perfect. Anyway, before we get to the Halloween kills and Halloween, the Halloween kills and Halloween end stuff is going to be covered by primarily me. Tommy's just here to discuss some of the hate mail. And the first two things I want to do is I'm not even going to name these individuals because if they're watching, they know who they are. The first one was something along the lines of, I have never, ever seen a YouTuber as full of himself as you are. How conceited are you? Seriously, you're on a fucking ego trip. Get a reality check, you dipshit. It was just, that's me censoring myself because it was way worse than that. But he basically called me an egomaniac, and I'm thinking to myself, and I love Dave. Don't get me wrong. Dave McRae's great. He'll be on here again. I'm sure I'll be over there again. But I just thought to myself, and Dave has a reason to have a bit of an ego. The dude is a talented fucking voice actor who does his shit. But there are YouTubers out there that are way worse than anybody. And I'm probably the worst here at Fandom Empire in terms of going on about shit, but it's just like, wow, you people have an issue with us, and we are some of the most friendly, easygoing, talk to as many people as we possibly can YouTubers that I've ever seen. And that's not, boasting or anything. I just believe that if you want people to watch you, there's over 100 people watching right now, 55 likes, already $15 in super chats. Then just be yourself. And appreciate the people that decide to spend time with you. And that's it. So, it is what it is. And then the next guy comes on, Tommy, and he's just like, can you just get to the fucking point? Like, seriously, did you need to do a 90-minute video? Was there a point for rambling for the first 20 minutes? How did it take you 20 minutes to get to the first point about Halloween? I'm here only for that. And that is your fucking problem. Because I respect the people that come here and want to get whatever kills info we have or ends info we have or info on Tommy's under ruse because it's a huge topic. But it's not just about putting out 5 minutes of information. If you want 5 minutes of information, go click on someone else's YouTube page and watch their little 5-minute video where they get directly to the point and don't give a shit about what you say in the comment section or any of your opinions. Because that's what those 5-minute videos do. You don't think that we know analytics here? We know where most of our subs come from. Most of our subs come from when we do short, pre-produced videos. It's not a video. It's a live stream. So stick to it. And Jade's like, you're about 20 minutes in now. No point.
Jade in the chat. I'm not going to lie. And then I saw it was Jade.
Wow. Hey, Kaleem, go fuck yourself. And I can say that because this is our channel, and you can, adios, amigo. AKA Val. Why do people come in here with different names? Like, ooh, I'm going to fool him this time. This time I'm going to be Mary Poppins. No, it is what it is. You come on here, you do YouTube, you do podcasting, you do whatever, you're going to get haters. It's that simple. But to those of you that don't hate and appreciate what we do and don't mind us rambling for the first 18 minutes and 40 seconds, although the first 6 minutes was like intros, thank you. Thank you for thinking that we're, worth spending your time with. Tommy B, thoughts on the hate mail before you exit us for the night?
No, I think you summed it up pretty good. And we talked about this the other day. When you got folks who want to come in, they just want the news, you can respect that. Okay, you're not interested in being part of a YouTube community or any kind of social media community. Okay, that's your decision. That's at your discretion. We're not the best. We're just not for you. It's not going to work out. If anything, if you really want to get your info from us, come on over, look at our videos after we've streamed them, click through them, find that little tidbit, that nugget you want, and then click off. I mean, hopefully you sit through an ad or two first, at least so we get a couple cents of ad revenue, I guess.
Right. Oh, man. You got to love...
if you don't even want to do that, I mean, look, there are other YouTubers out there. I'm not saying their sources are as good. Maybe we're their sources. Maybe they just come on here and get our info or get their info from Jimmy Champagne or Dave McRae and then go re-syndicate that stuff.
Both solid people, too. Both incredibly solid people.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. Maybe they just go on and talk about that. That's fine, too. And maybe they'll go and make a 5-minute video. Maybe that's for you. But, you know, here at Fandom Empire, we're not interested in being your clickbaity 2 to 3 minute video, 5-minute video, whatever, come and go.
Halloween kills delayed, confirmed, 4 minutes of me not actually saying who the source is of delaying. And you know what? You shouldn't give away your sources anyways. But whenever someone says something confirmed, to me, something confirmed means Blumhouse or Universal or somebody like that has said that this has happened. Until then, it's not confirmed. It's a rumor. It's a report. Just like the bullet points we were given the other day, which we have part 2 of that. Here's some shameless self-promotion people are about to hate. We have part 2 of that tonight, only for our Patreon members. www.patreon.com/FandomEmpire. That'll go live at about 9 o'clock Eastern time, and that'll be some fun. Jamie says he's composing some hate mail for Tommy right now.
Yeah, I see that. But no, we're all about community, hanging out here and, you know, having some fun. So that's why I come on these streams, at least. I don't know why everyone else tunes in.
Well,
hopefully they enjoy it and hopefully they don't sit through an hour and a half just to get 5 minutes of content or whatever.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. Tommy, before you go, I want you to give your 2 cents on this. One of my favorites is, oh my God, they said super chats. How dare they? They said super chats. How dare they want to make some money? It's not like the world revolves around money or any... Oh, wait, it does. It does.
There ain't a damn thing that's free in this world, I'll tell you what.
And then there's...
free samples in the grocery store, if they're even still a thing anymore, which, by the way...
Costco, man! No, I don't think they're a thing anymore.
After the current situation of the world, free samples, buffets, I don't know. Yeah. So... they just want you to spend more money. So even when you're getting something free, unless, you know, you're talking to an individual or something who has a humanitarian perspective of the world, there ain't nothing free, and that includes YouTube. We have costs that go into maintaining equipment. You know, Sean has a lot of expenses on his end producing all this stuff and what have you.
Time. I have no problem admitting. And, I mean, we're not Dave McRae, and we're not Wham, and all those guys are awesome, even Jimmy. And Jimmy doesn't really do live streams, by the way, although he should. Look, part of this is a financial thing. And it's not always in Super Chats. You know, every time someone watches an ad, you know, we probably, I don't know what the metrics are, but it's probably like a couple cents every time 100 people watch an ad that pops up at the beginning of the videos. But, like, I have a fiance and 2 kids and work a job and so much other shit going on. It's like, yeah, we got to generate some revenue if we're going to keep expanding this thing and keep spending time on it. That's just part of it. I'm sorry, it is.
We've still got a website that once we get more concept there, we got to keep footing that bill. You know, nothing's free in this world. Nothing.
It absolutely isn't, but there's not enough people that understand that. And they think that, you know, they're just trying to grab money. And you know what? Do I expect that we're going to get to $300 in Super Chats tonight like the other night? No. Do I think we'll be above 15 before the end of the stream? Yeah. But at the end of the day, if I'm going to spend time away from my fiance and my almost 14-month-old child on a weekend, yeah, there's got to be some financial stuff behind it. And while most of it goes back into the channel, part of it acts as a part-time job. That's how we get it going. Look, if we couldn't make any money, would we still do it? Tommy and I have talked about this. Sure, it would be one show a week, and that would be it. It'd be done after one show. But to the people that do support us, and the Patreon has been so active this week, and the people that have been with us for almost a year over there, thank you. Thank you for backing us with your hard-earned money. There are people out there who fight, claw, and scratch just to make ends meet, who still, find a way to super chat $2 or $3 an hour if they can't. They spread the word and say, hey, these guys are pretty cool. They're legit. So, Kieran says Sean usually puts money back into the equipment too. Yeah. There is, if I had to guesstimate, there's probably about $15,000 worth of equipment down in this basement. 15,000. That's not an exaggeration. So, Kieran's going to do Rogue Sons, by the way. If you're a Star Wars fan, check out Rogue Sons, a Star Wars podcast. It's on Anchor, and which means it's probably on Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, Stitcher, Carrier Pigeon, all that good shit. So check them out. It's Kieran and his brother Thaden, and you'll see Kieran on Tuesday night. Tommy, I realize it's 8 o'clock, so we got to let you go before the wife decides to come in here and poo you.
Yep. So. Sunday evenings are family time on my end, folks. So you can catch me on Fandom Empire, Dan, all that good stuff. Tommy B at Tommy B1650, Twitter, Instagram, blah blah blah. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of the stream.
Well, dude, take it easy and make sure you change your underoos. We got super chats in. All righty. Matt Whitfield says, fuck them. I'll gladly send in a super chat. And Intel Wild says, super chat. Appreciate it, boys. Appreciate it. Kieran's off too. So in the span of like 2 seconds, we've just lost Kieran. Jade's kind of busy upstairs, even though I see her in the chat, and Tommy. So bear with me. There's myself and Matt Whitfield. I think Frank Riker's around. Frank, send us a message in the chat if you're watching. I think I seen you get rid of somebody. But we'll try to keep up with as much as we can. But who's ready to talk some Halloween kills? Who wants to dive into some Halloween kills? Because I'm ready to do it. I'm going to post some. I didn't get a chance to queue this up earlier, so bear with me here. I'm going to post these images. I can't see. Oh, I'm looking at a picture of Kieran in a new studio. That's sharp. Kieran looks sexy in his new studio. I just got to say. I know none of you guys can see this, but yeah, looking good, Kieran. That's worth a comment here. All right, let's pull up what could be Halloween Kills images. We're not exactly sure. I mean, I suppose I just gave that away a bit. Matt Whitfield says he's ready. Maddie, we will bring you on during the Patreon stream, sir. Patreon stream. Where are we here? Where are these images? It's making me look like a liar. How's everybody doing tonight? How's everyone's weekend? Are you guys getting pumped for Halloween kills? Are you guys getting pumped for Halloween ends? Who isn't? We've been waiting way the fuck too long. All right, let's pull these up here. Apologies for the delay. Oh, it's never good when you're on a program and everything's changed on it. Appears Streamlabs must have had an update. So, oh, nope, that's not it. That's cool, but that's not it. Apologies. Let's see if we can find this image for you guys. It's actually 3 images. And we're going to spend some time talking about if they're real and if they're not. The interesting thing is I've talked to a couple of our sources about these images, and there seems to be conflicting opinions on if these are legit or not, which I find interesting. Usually when it comes to an image, the people that we talk to are pretty comfortable with what they're doing. I'm going to pull myself over here. And let's click on this image. Try to expand it a bit. All right. So there you have it. These images have started to circulate online. The big question is, are they real or are they fake? What's everybody in the chat think? Where are we here? Mike Warner's asking Jade something, I believe. Or Jade was at least answering it. Willie Talbot says, hi, you rock. I really like your YouTube channel. Keep rocking the YouTube channel. Dude, thank you. It's appreciated. Mike Warner asks, Daniel asks Mike if it has 129 pages. Somebody's talking about a Halloween Ends script, clearly. Because you don't pull that number out of your ass. Spooky Guy says, that's Remzap stuff. Well, that was, I can't say, see what I mean? We have all different opinions here. So I had I don't want to get the guy's name wrong. I think it was like Halloween Zach 94. And Jules reached out on Twitter and asked me if I thought these were real. And the truth is, we've seen some images that haven't been shown yet. We've spoken about them. We've spoken about one that includes firefighters. We've been pretty detailed about what that contains. I'm kind of mixed with this, guys, for a couple of reasons. Number one, the bottom left could be anything. That could be from Haddonfield the Vanished, which, by the way, someone asked earlier how the production of that's going. Well, basically, they just said up here in Canada that everything... all big meetups are going to be canceled through July in Toronto, which is making things hard. So will it get done? Yes. Will it get done and be released this year? It's not looking great, but we're going to do what we can and see what happens. Anyways, the bottom left one, guys, could be anything. The bottom right one, again, could be anything. Hell, the bottom right one sort of looks like an image that was released. Not an image, sorry. It looks like an image that might have been pulled from Mask Maker Mike, Spooky Clemente's first movie. So it really could go either way. But I don't know. The top one, however, looks very real to the point. So we talked to two of our sources. One who is very, very connected in basically everything Blumhouse does. And they said, yes, they believe that is real. However, something feels off about the mask. Quote, that's their direct quote. It feels real, looks real, but they were very hesitant because something looks off about the mask. That said, you can't see the bullet hole on the one side, but he's also kind of not turned enough to be able to see that bullet hole. So you have that. Spoke to another one of our sources. I can't really tell you much about this person other than they would absolutely know, and they have seen the movie. And at first they said, no, these are fake. They're good fakes, but they're fake. And then he got back to me a few minutes later. He's like, you know what? I'm not so sure about that top one. It could be blank. There's this chase scene that happens, yada, yada, yada. And it looks like that image could be from just after that chase scene. But he's not sure. So we have two people who would absolutely be in the know-how, not exactly sure if this image is real or fake. So what do you guys think in the chat? The top image looks real legit. Like, I'm going to pull the kills mask off here for a second. Oops. Sean went and dropped something. All right, so obviously there's no face in this, so it doesn't look how it normally would, but like, That's it's pretty close. The lighting in here doesn't help. Anyway, what's the chat think? Anybody else think that the top image might be real? Nicholas Turner says the top looks legit. Mike Warner says, I think they're talking about the Halloween Ends script. I did not read it, but I can tell you that there's 129 pages in it. So, Justin, that's where I know Justin from. Justin works with Mikey. Justin can confirm that it isn't Halloween Demise. I thought that the bottom image, Justin, might have been from Mike's first movie, but not entirely sure. Toronto Freddy in the house. Jamie Maurer says kills is 117, and or 92. So yeah, I found this intriguing. I want to give Zach a shout out, who reached out on Twitter, him and Jules, about this. The truth is, as much information as we have, guys, I haven't seen the movie. I've only read the movie and have been lucky enough to see some unreleased images and a poster. But yeah. Spooky guy saying it's fake. Trust me. Justin says it's not Hellfire. Jade says she missed Toronto Freddy. Uh-oh. Mike Warner is saying that he has the 129-page thing. Must be the real deal. Not really sure. But I did warn people the other day. Look, guys, when it gets out here like this and something leaks, it's going to get everywhere. Not from us, because that's not how we operate. But things leak and they spread like wildfire. It's just the way these things work, and there's not a whole lot you can do to slow it down. It is what it is. Justin says the bottom left one could be from a fan film. It could be from almost anything, right? Like the bottom left one doesn't show a whole lot of anything. Justin says Michael isn't wet, so the bottom is fake. Well, Michael is wet in the movie, unless you're saying he's not wet in the pictures. So, bottom right from Jimmy's movie. It could be. The bottom right one could be from Jimmy's movie. That'd be very interesting. Flinner says, is it Underground or Lampkin Lane that's tonight? It is Lampkin Lane. That's right. The Lampkin Lane Halloween exclusive show is the Fandom Empire Patreon show. In about 50 minutes time, we'll be live on there talking about the rest of the bullet points from Halloween Ends. You can subscribe over on Patreon. Only the Lampkin Lane tier, though, gets into the Lampkin Lane show. It's www.patreon.com/FandomEmpire. At the end of this, we're going to do some Q&A. I'm going to open the door and going to get to as many questions as I possibly can. I'm just sort of glancing at the chat every once in a while. My thought is this, guys, on the images. Final thoughts on this. And then we're going to get into some stuff that some people might not be happy about. I think it's fake. That's where I stand. I think they're really good fakes. They could be real. But I believe at the end of the day, it's fake. One, the bottom left one is way too clean unless it's from the flashback. The bottom right one, who really knows? You can tell it's an edited image. The bottom right one, pardon me, kind of looks like Michael in H-18 before he turns to look at Allison running through the forest, is my guess. The top one, however, is the one everyone's like, well, this looks legit. Could be legit, but who knows? I'm going with no, it's not. I do think there's something off about the mask. Just barely. I can't put my finger on it, but I do think it's off. So whether these are true or not, who knows? But my guess is these are fake. So let's do a fun little social experiment here with the chat because we value what you guys have to say. I want everyone, you only need to type in one word. And we're just talking about the top image here, everybody. Just the top image. I'll see if I can blow up just the top image here. This image right here. Is it real and from Halloween Kills or fake? Real or fake? Comment in the chat right now. Just put real or fake. Do you think this is a legit image from Halloween Kills, real or fake? I'm going with fake, but I'm going to give them a thumbs up for a real good image. What do all you guys think? Real or fake? Justin is saying fake. I am with Justin. Anybody else have their 2 cents they want to give on this particular topic? Highly possible. Melissa says real. Diane says fake. Spirit says fake. James says fake. Dylan says fake. Solid says fake. We got a whole lot of fakes here. Yeah. Oh, Matt Whitfield says real. Lee says fake. Intel says real in caps. Caps. He's fucking throwing the gauntlet down. The fuck? Free like? What? So there you have it. We were very, very heavy on fakes there. But I do think wherever this image came from, the people deserve definitely a thumbs up. Because it's a pretty good fake if it's a fake. But again, something feels off about it. But to make 2 people that have definitely seen the movie go, you know what? I'm... or at least one that saw the movie being shot and the other one has seen the movie. To make them hesitate and go, not so sure. That's cool. I think that's saying something. So, seems like fake wins out though. And, there we have it. Let's, get back here. Sorry, I'm trying to, there we go. Oh, Michael's, turned the wrong way. There we go. All right, guys, let's dive into some more talk as it comes to Halloween Kills. This is really killing me. I don't know how all you guys feel about this, but I get people all the time to go, Sean, is Halloween, like, why haven't we gotten a picture in a month? I thought the marketing for Halloween Kills was starting. You know, I thought it was just around the corner. I thought we were getting the marketing. I thought we were getting the trailer in like a month. I thought we were getting a teaser. I thought we were getting the poster. Guys and gals. Torres wants to know if I could mention the chase scene it could be from. No, that would be a spoiler. All I can say is the chase scene and obviously involves Michael Myers. Look, at the end of the day, the marketing hasn't started. Just because Total Film released some images and some images came from a couple other places does not mean the marketing has started. It doesn't. This is shit that was supposed to be released last year. It was already in the can and got delayed. The marketing for this movie has not started. Not from the studio, anyway. So, we'll have to wait and see what ends up happening. Marketing hasn't started. There's a few pictures that I know are going to come out sooner rather than later. Toronto Freddy says real fake. That's a good one. He also says, get some more likes. That's the thing that looks like this, everybody. Thumbs up. Helps other people find the stream. 111 people watching right now. 68 likes. Let's get those likes up to 75, 80 area, or maybe even 100. Diane says the marketing didn't start until May for H18. Diane is correct. We're a while away from any heavy marketing push. And the fact that they don't know how they're going to market the movie or how they're going to... well, they know how they're going to market the movie, but they don't know how they're going to release the movie. You know, theaters are not going to be at full capacity come October. I mean, they could be, and I could be wrong, but I don't think they're going to be at full capacity. So don't be surprised if the marketing for the movie is delayed into June or July or even August, depending on how this movie gets released. Jimmy Champagne just had a fantastic video that he put out, and he was spot on basically everything he talked about. He talked a little bit about Halloween Kills. He talked a little bit about Halloween Ends. Our boy Mitchell's in the chat. How's it going, Mitchell? I don't know if you can still receive Patreon messages, Mitchell. I know you're not a patron anymore, but I did message you. Big thanks for coming out the other night and supporting the channel on the level you did. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. Dylan says, I have a feeling we will get a new trailer for Halloween Kills in July attached to the new Purge movie coming out July 9th. It could happen. We could get a trailer in July, but again, assuming any of these things is a dangerous game to play given the current state of the world. I Love Movies says, can you give us a clue when we get another image for Kills? I'll be honest, I Love Movies. I thought we would have gotten a new image for Kills 2 weeks ago. There's an image of firefighters that has been leaked, but because it hasn't been officially released, we're not going to post it here. It would demonetize the video and get us into some hot water. Torres says New York theaters will open at 25% capacity in March. We'll see if that keeps up, though. Toronto Freddy says TIFF will probably be exclusive to certain individuals unless something changes. That's a pretty good guess. Otherwise, we would be there. And there still might be a way to make that happen, but it won't be cheap. So, yeah. There you have it. Halloween Kills, marketing. It hasn't started. I know you guys are as excited as we are. I know you guys message us. You can't wait for the next one. You just want more images and video, and so do we, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen any faster. Apologies. The hair is all fucked up on that side. Michael's having a bad hair day. Possibly a foreshadowing. Interesting. Let's talk Halloween Ends. Who wants to talk some Halloween Ends here? Let's drop some more likes in there. Again, if you want to get a comment in and or question, send in a super chat. In about 15 minutes time, I'm going to turn to some Q&A and read as many of your questions as I can. Byron Weaver's beating me to the punch. Halloween Ends 2023. I don't know if you guys remember, but we did a stream a few weeks ago now where myself, Dave McRae, and Jimmy both went over, or all three of us went over the possibility of Halloween Ends being delayed. And I thought then that it was an extremely real possibility. And I want you guys and gals out there, to try to understand my approach on this and why I'm going to have this opinion. But first up, there is a lot of talk right now that Halloween Ends 2047. You can bank it. No, look, there's a lot of talk right now that Halloween Ends is going to get delayed. Dave and I and Jimmy all talked about it when we did that stream, that live stream with the three of us. And immediately people were like, no, Halloween Ends can't get delayed. Or they were basically like, that clip works whenever I play it. I fucking love that clip. Look, should Halloween Ends get delayed? Let's approach this from a unselfish point of view. Should Halloween Ends get delayed? Will it get delayed? Has it been delayed yet? No. There is no official delay for Halloween Ends. Halloween Ends is currently slated for October 2022. However, Halloween Ends has not been filmed yet, which is trouble. They intended to film both of them back to back, and for a variety of reasons, they chose not to. Mitchell Kinley says, new POV cameras, GGG. David Gordon Green uses for kills. Any news on that? By the way, big shout out to Mitchell, who was here in the chat the other day. Mitchell dropped a $100 super chat, which went a long way to supporting the channel. He dropped several other super chats too. But Mitch, just know that even though you disappeared for a while, sir, your support of our channel was fantastic, and we don't take any of that for granted. We don't take anybody who supports us on any level for granted. So I'll answer Mitchell's question first here, though. Yeah, there's POV cams in Halloween Kills, and one of them happens during the escape. When Michael escapes from that fire, there's going to be some POV shots, some very creative POV shots that we've never seen in Halloween before, that some people might love, some people might think that they gone too far. You know, sometimes people don't like change, and they think change is a little too much. But I assure you, Mitch isn't wrong when he states the POV stuff in Halloween Kills. It happens multiple times, happens during the flashback, happens during the fire, and I believe there might be one other time it happens too. So they were definitely screwing around with some different tech on this movie compared to Halloween 2018. All right, let's talk about the Halloween Ends, if it's going to get delayed. Hasn't been delayed yet. I reached out to two of our sources, the two main sources that we use, and the one said they have no immediate plans to start shooting Halloween Ends. Meaning if you're going to take this person at his word, there's not even a tentative filming date for Halloween Ends. Toronto Freddy says, Mitchell, your last name should be Kindly. Mitchell is definitely something else. Mitchell and Intel and Toronto Freddy and Robert Sutton and Kenny Mack and Matt Whitfield and Marcus Hicks and Jay and so many others who support us on a financial level. Seriously, your contributions are never, ever forgotten. But back to Halloween Ends. This guy said there's no intent to go film this thing in a month or two. And that doesn't surprise me. Halloween Kills is basically, unofficially, a $23 million movie. Normally a $30 million movie, but a $23 million movie where they got a $7 million rebate for shooting in Wilmington, North Carolina, which our boy Dylan, who was in the chat earlier, I don't know if he's still there, knows a thing or two about. So there's no immediate plans to go film Halloween Ends, which might shock some people, but it really shouldn't, because Blumhouse operates on extremely low budgets. It's one of the reasons why they ended up getting involved with Halloween. And why would they? To film right now in the current conditions that are going on basically on the entire planet, you'd almost, I don't know if you'd be doubling your budget, but you would be paying an excessive amount of money to be able to shoot your movie. You'd be shooting with restrictions. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So then I asked our other source if they'd heard anything. And they said they heard that they were going to begin shooting in September. And this person could be right. They've certainly been right plenty of times before. We're at 85 likes, everybody. 85. Let's see if we can get to 100. We got about 15, 20 minutes left in this stream. If you want to get your own word question in, whatever, you can send in a super chat, or you can wait to the Q&A portion, and we'll get to as many as we can. But with 100 plus people watching, not everybody's going to get their question asked. It doesn't make sense for them to film now. David says, is that $23 million with marketing budget? Absolutely not. No way, David. Marketing much higher than that. The marketing on Halloween 2018 was more than the production budget. That's the way these things typically work. A lot of people don't seem to understand that your marketing is not included in your production budget. It is a whole separate thing. No. At the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised with marketing, given the current conditions, Depending on how Halloween Kills releases, you could see them, end up being 50, 60, 70 million dollars to get this movie out, which means to generate a profit, you're looking at 100 plus million to make it a worthwhile profit. A lot of these guys are getting paid on the back end. It is what it is. But when it comes to Halloween Ends, the filming has not begun. We have one source tells us there's no plans to begin under the current condition, and we have another that tells us the plan is September. I don't know what to believe. My own line of thinking is believe the first person, because even though the second guy has been really kind to us, really amazing, spot on, such a fantastic individual. I wish we could have him on here, but obviously for legal reasons, that would be bad. I just think at the end of the day, if you look at what Wolfman's Got Nards has reported lately, if you look at Jimmy Champagne's video, it's up on his YouTube channel right now. By the way, Jimmy's posters are top-notch shit in that video. I want to find out where Jimmy is and go rob myself some posters. It doesn't make sense to do the movie. And guys, I got to ask everybody in the chat. Everybody, just listen to me here for a second. Do you want to see Halloween Ends rushed and filmed under unpractical circumstances, possibly have to change things that are in the script due to restrictions and limited shooting ability? Or do you want them to say, you know what, let's take our time, come back in 2022, shoot it in 2022, and release it in 2023? Do you want to see Halloween Ends in 2022 or in 2023? For me, if you would have asked me a year and a half ago, my answer would be a given. I'd want to see Halloween Ends in 2021 when it was originally scheduled. But if you ask me today, and this answer might piss people off, I'm completely okay, guys and gals out there. Completely okay with Halloween Ends coming out in 2023. I, in fact, think they should release it in 2023. Here's why. Do not rush into shooting. My favorite show ever, Supernatural. You guys can't see it. Got a beautiful poster I get to stare at every single time I'm on air. Mitchell says 2023 ends. No rush. Mitch, I'm with you, buddy. Totally with you. Look, 2023 makes sense. Do things right. Do you know what happens when you rush a Halloween movie out? Halloween 5 happens. Does everybody love Halloween 5? Nicholas Turner says, didn't 2018 get filmed in January? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. But there's scheduling conflicts now. Jamie Lee Curtis's schedule keeps getting more bloated by the day. And look, whether Jamie Lee Curtis dies in Halloween Kills or not, you have to know that they've already announced she's a part of all 3 movies on some level or another. DMT says, oh man, Supernatural's ending was so overwhelming. It was, but they had to change the whole last 2 episodes. They had to cut out so many special guest appearances. And I don't want to see Halloween Ends have to operate under that. I would rather be like, you know what? You know what the other thing is, guys? Let's watch Halloween Kills later this year because it is coming out this year. Make no mistake about it. Unless Universal really gets power hungry and says no again because they get the final call. Which, man, how devastating would that be? Halloween Kills gets delayed again. Oh, I mean, the whole movie's out there already. I don't know why they do that, but I say we see Halloween Kills this year. We celebrate it as a community. We dissect it. We break it down for several months. And we have a blast with it. And then we spend the following year and 2/3 building up for Halloween Ends, growing this community. And when I say community, I don't just mean Fandom Empire. I mean guys like the Slaughtered Lamb podcast. Those guys are fantastic. I mean guys like Dave McRae, the We Watched a Movie guys, although I don't think they need any more building up, to be honest. They're plenty big already. But let's keep growing these community. Guys like Nick Push, who doesn't get enough credit. You know, guys like Braden Timmons. Build these communities and enjoy what we have, because sometimes you want something to come so badly it comes and then it's gone. And then you don't see another Halloween movie till the year 2000 and likely probably 2028, the 50-year anniversary. Now, does that mean that rules out any sort of TV series? No, it doesn't, but that's a video for another day, what I think they're going to do with a TV series. At the end of the day, take your time and make the right movie. You know what happens when you rush a movie out? The Rise of Skywalker, that happens. I feel for Blumhouse and company. Who wouldn't? You think they wanted to delay the movie? Fuck no. They wanted to count their $250 million plus. You know, they went back and, you know, are giving us IMAX. You think they want to have to release it on VOD too? No. But they don't control what the fuck is going on around us. It's crazy out there right now. And, you know, it would seem like things are starting to get better, but who knows? None of us really know. We're all just guessing at this point. Diane says, could we get a little 20-second teaser for ends after the credits of kills? I would say no. But if they would have shot them back-to-back like they intended to, then maybe. Maybe. But I don't think that's going to happen now. So, chat, I'm going to ask you guys again, now that I've made my points. And I can tell you this. Between talking with Jimmy Champagne, spoke to him through Twitter a little while ago today, talking with our sources, if it's not a matter of what I want, it's a matter of what I think. And often we will give you an educated guess based on the information that we have at hand. And unless something drastic changes, and I'm talking like super drastic, I think you can basically bank on Halloween Ends getting delayed. I wouldn't be surprised if they officially delay Halloween Ends and give us a full trailer for Halloween Kills. They like to soften the blow with stuff like that. You know, come May, June, July, whenever, they delay Ends to 2023, which I don't think is the end of the world, everybody. I think it's the right decision. It might almost be inevitable at this point, given, you know, different schedules going on with the people involved. So. Toronto Freddy says, middle finger to the fuckers that thumbs down. DMT says, 91 likes. I see 90. Let's get to 100, guys. Let's get to 100. 100 likes, see if we can get a few more super chats in here before the show ends, if anybody can. If not, then, hey, $30 is better than no dollars is the way I look at it, and it's been a fun little chat. Let's open the Q&A portion of this show for the next 12 minutes or so. I'm going to start picking and choosing questions to read. If you want to be guaranteed to get your question in, send in a super chat, and we will read it. Otherwise, I'm just going to be sort of picking the random ones out here. And David Irwin, big-time supporter of the channel, says, at Fandom Empire, do you think there's a chance Ends won't be made? The only way that Halloween Ends won't be made is if they decide to not film until 2022, you know, maybe in summer or fall, and release the movie in 2023, and Halloween Kills just bombs. It's just batshit crazy, and it's terrible, and it's Halloween 5 all over again, or Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 all over again, and people are nuts, and you know, everybody hates it, and yada, yada, yada. I can almost guarantee you there's almost no chance that Halloween Ends is not going to get made. The only way it happens is if Halloween Kills bombs. And I don't think that's going to happen. Even if they release Halloween Kills to 40% audience in theaters and the rest VOD, it'll make more than enough money. Mitchell sends in a $10 super chat. For a second, I thought that said $999. Mitchell with a $10 super chat, but I do not see a question attached to it. Mitch, I don't know if you wanted to just send in a question to go with it. Excuse me. I love movies, says Fandom Empire. Dune and Halloween Kills in the same month. Super excited. I'm really excited for Dune, although I thought they basically shit the bed with their trailer. Like, I love Denis Villeneuve. If I could pick one person to go and do like a new Star Wars trilogy, he would be it. But whoever's in charge of the marketing over there dropped the ball massively. Like, it was actually kind of disappointed how much they dropped the ball. What do we have here? Adrian says, will N's mask be really burnt? Well, Adrian, the Kills mask is really burnt. And this is screen accurate Kills mask minus my bullet hole's a little too big. So almost screen accurate, I suppose. But yeah. Film Gordon tuning in. Hey, Sean, are you excited for It's Me, Billy? Spring is almost coming up. What I've got to see of It's Me, Billy is as much as any of you guys have gotten to see. I was thrilled to be one of the people that Dave chose to view it a little bit early in terms of the teaser. Look, when you look at and I told people when we launched the campaign for Haddonfield the Vanished, if you're going to support us on Haddonfield the Vanished, you have to understand that what we do is going to be fun and creative and interactive, and we're going to introduce some new twists and turns to it. But what those guys are doing over there, we cannot replicate. We do not have the experience that they do, and it just looks badass. Anytime you see Dave or Bruce talk about it, you're immediately enthralled with what they do. They're both very approachable, decent human beings. Both Canadian too, I might add, so that's a big thumbs up. But, you know, It's Me, Billy looks fantastic, and this is coming from a guy that hasn't seen any Black Christmas film. The quality that they put out there on that micro teaser was great. Mitchell says Jim Courtney's contracted for hens. I think he means ends. So is Jamie. Patience will prevail. Yeah, you got to be patient. You got to be patient. The world's crazy right now. Nobody knows what's coming next. Max Raid says, does anyone know when the full trailer for It's Me, Billy's coming? I do not. I would imagine it's not too far out, but I don't know when it's at. 93 likes, guys. Let's keep pushing towards 100. We got about 5 or 6 minutes left in the show, so last chance here for questions and or comments. Nicholas Turner says, can you give us anything regarding the flashback? I can tell you this. In the 92-page version of the script, which is the less... it's very accurate, but the 117-page version is the close to screen accurate. In the 92-page version of the Halloween Kills script, I would say 20% of it is the flashback. The flashback is not 2 minutes and done. The flashback is a significant amount of time at the beginning of the movie, which goes back to 1978 and picks up after the events of the original movie. And I don't know who's been going around. Someone's been going around online. I've seen on a couple of Halloween groups saying, oh, they don't show the mask in the flashback. The mask does not get shown, or the mask barely gets shown. That is complete and utter bullshit. Anybody who's fucking telling you that the mask does not get shown in the flashback is full of crap and obviously has absolutely no idea what they're talking about. They literally took steps during the flashback to try to get this thing to look as close to 1978 as they could. And we're not talking baby steps. We're talking a big portion of their fucking budget went to trying to make the 78 flashback as accurate to the 1978 movie as they could. I heard someone say, well, they casted someone else different for Michael Myers because his hands, because James Jude Courtney's hands would look old. They're putting fucking Dr. Loomis in Halloween Kills. You think if Christopher Nelson and company wanted to make Courtney's hands look a little younger, they couldn't do it? That's why they casted somebody different for Michael in the flashback? It's bullshit. The reason they casted someone different for Michael in the flashback is quite simple. When you see the mask on James Jude Courtney's face in Halloween 2018, you've heard us say at length on this channel that he looks more like Dick Warlock from H2 than he does Nick Castle. It's just the shape of the face. If you look at the 2018 mask, in most cases, it looks closer to Halloween 2 than Halloween 1, all because of facial structure. The whole reason that somebody else is playing Michael in the flashback is because when the mask is on that guy's head, it looks more like Nick Castle from 1978. Not because he has too old of hands. What are we going to do? It's not like I'm a Academy Award-winning makeup artist or anything. Jesus fucking Christ. Pardon my language. The shit that people come up with is nuts. Ugh. Anyway. I am looking, Jade. 1 second. Sorry, Jade is messaging me, everybody. See you later wants to know if this is my full-time job, because all I do is sit here and talk about nothing. Well, see you later. There's the door. Don't fucking come back if you don't like it. That simple. Sorry if that sounds... Some people may think I'm being a little bit of a jerk right now. But I'm not. Most of the times... you don't know how many times I've let just bullshit comments go. And now I'm just going to, now and then call them out, and sometimes I won't address them. But yeah, no, this is not my full-time job. I have a full-time job on top of this, and I make time to come down here and talk with the community. And look, yeah, have we made $40 American tonight so far? Could we make a few more bucks here in the closing minutes? Sure. But $40 American and YouTube's going to get 38%? Trust me, that's not the only fucking reason I'm down here. It certainly helps, though. Where is it? I just seen him. Bo says, do you know if there'll be another pumpkin opening credits? I know the answer to this question. I just don't know if the chat would consider it a spoiler if I say yes or no. So I don't know if I want to answer that here, Bo. You can message me privately and I'll tell you, but I know the answer to that. Rick Baker says, I think the point of the flashback will divide fans in a big way, and I'll leave it there. Rick, I think that's very accurate. I think a lot of people are going to love the callback to the original movie. It's shot in a way that's very familiar to 1978, the classic blue lighting. Although the classic blue lighting doesn't only appear in the flashback, it also appears in the current timeline. That was obviously a technical decision they made with the color grading going into this movie that they weren't going to repeat. Mitchell with a $10 super chat and a pumpkin face. Mitchell, do you have a question to go with that? You don't have to super chat if you're not asking a question, but we appreciate the support. God knows there's 300 more where that came from, right? No, I'm kidding, Mitch. Look. Don Moore says, hey, fair play to you. It was a stupid thing to say, so calling it out is fair. Yep. That's the way I look at it. You're going to come in. Oh, sorry. The last thing on the hate mail that Tommy and I didn't address that I have zero fucking tolerance for. If you come into this channel and drop racist bullshit in this channel, you're gone. You could donate $500 fucking dollars right now, and if you follow that up with something bullshit and racist, you're gone because we don't want you in here. It's that simple. Keep that shit off this channel. Where do we have here? Yes, they did, Mitchell. It was it was an open set for the flashback. I mean, I don't know if open set's the correct term, but it was done publicly, so. Diane says, you're honestly awesome. That's not what my fiance says sometimes. When Will Michael says, can we get one hint on Michael's hand bandage in kills? Well, Will, I can't give you a hint because for the longest time I didn't think he had a bandage in kills. I was told emphatically by a couple of people that he didn't. And shout out to Maskmaker Mike who said he did. And Maskmaker Mike ended up being right. Personally, I don't like that he has a bandage. To me, Michael would have just cauterized that in the fire with something instead of bandaging it up. That doesn't feel like Michael to me. And I honestly think it's the wrong decision to make. But yeah. DMT, we love you, buddy. We love you. Where's that Intel Wild guy? Is he still here? Is he still floating around? I haven't heard Intel in a while. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the closing 3 minutes. Final chance for questions here. Last 2 or 3 minutes. Diane says, I wish I had sources. Look, I'm not some well-connected, super guy who has all these sources to all these places. Long story short, in 2015, I was brought on to a channel called Channel 1138. We were able to establish some sources over with the Lucasfilm group. But in terms of the Blumhouse stuff, quite literally went to school with someone's younger brother, and his older brother is involved with them at some point. And then the other main source we got literally reached out to me all by himself and has been fantastic, and have bonded with him. And Fluke, everybody can have a source or be connected to someone. Your next door neighbor could be a basketball player or a former NBA player or a former NHL player. We just don't know. You don't know. These things happen. The world is small. Intel Wild says, fuck Fandom Empire, my Lakers star. Look, dude, you got to take the hat off, Mikey. I didn't agree to, who am I kidding? Intel was such a huge supporter of Haddonfield Advantage. He can put whatever hat he wants on Mikey. I Love Movies says, any advice on writing a Halloween script? Yeah, do it yourself. Don't partner with somebody else. That would be my advice for you. And I don't mean that in like a go insult someone else way. It's just if you're not going to do it alone, things can get rocky and dicey, and it's hard to find common ground at times. And as Dave said to me, take your time and do it right. Don't rush and put it out. So, and Jamie says, my question is how it got bandaged. Well, Jamie, I think it's quite evident that he walked into the hospital and showed him the wound, mask on, and they just bandaged it for him and let him go about his business because, God knows Michael's, causing more. Reaver says, Jays for the World Series, not unless they get pitching, dude. Their pitching sucks. I know Reaver's dying for us to do some Jason stuff. So, opinion on Karen's character development. I think Karen is a show stealer in this next movie. Undoubtedly. She's annoying in the first movie, but Judy Greer is an incredible actress. And I got to say, that is one thing Halloween movies have over the Friday the 13th movies is they're much better cast. Much, much, much better cast. And I believe our boy Reaver, no spoilers here, is about to come up on Friday the 13th, Part 5. The infamous Friday the 13th, Part 5. All I'll say is Roy. Nicholas Turner says, any idea why his mask was off? I'll give you this one. It comes off more than once. And I'll leave it with that for now. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for Fandom Empire Live tonight. And before any of the haters out there say, what did you talk about that was an update? Well, the update was quite simple. Halloween Kills. The marketing has not started. There's no update on how it will be released. And Halloween Ends is likely going to be delayed. Wolfman had a video. I don't know if the Wham guys did. Jimmy did. Jimmy's video is fantastic. By the way, Jimmy, if you're watching this right now, dude, I really thought that was a new Thrawn, man. You had my hopes up. But yeah. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to support us on the biggest level you can go to Patreon, because coming up next, exclusive for Lampkin Lane tier patrons, it is part 2 of the Halloween Ends bullet points, without spoilers, the breadcrumbs, part 2 that we saved exclusively for our patrons. That's coming up next. If you go over there right now and subscribe to us on Patreon, you'll definitely be in the show. It's www.patreon.com/FandomEmpire. One more time, www.patreon.com/FandomEmpire. The link is in the chat, or the URL anyways. You can copy and paste it. Go see us. We're going to be on in about 10 minutes time. For those of you that are part of the Patreon, I'm going to be about 5 minutes late there. I'm going to run upstairs, check on the fiance and the baby, and yeah. So anyway, Wayne Downey's messaging me privately. I also want to know about the opening credits. Only spoiler I want. Do tell if you can, please. I don't mind talking about the opening credits because I don't consider that a spoiler, but I know some people might want to be surprised. So again, check us out, Patreon. It's coming up in 10 minutes. Halloween Ends, part 2. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you had a great weekend. Hopefully you have a fantastic week. Tuesday, Kieran's Rick and Morty fan show. Tuesday, Fandom Empire Star Wars show. Thursday, Fandom Empire Live. We might take a trip into Camp Crystal Lake for that episode. But who knows? More news can happen between now and then. And then Fandom News Now with Zach Arnold this week. Big week ahead. Thank you for the support, everybody. We'll see you next time. Don't forget, Patreon show, Lampkin Lane tier only, coming up in 10 minutes. We'll see you then. Good night, everybody.